I think we might be live. Not sure yet. Are we live? Yes, we are live. Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome to a kind of grey and gloomy Tokyo today. And it's pretty cold as well. Unlike the weather we've had for the last couple of weeks here during all my walks. Today it is a little bit not as enjoyable weather, I think. But who cares? I'm gonna walk anyway. Today I will walk the last bit of the Tokyo Metro Marunouchi line. So from Nakano-Sakaue Station, where we are right now, to, if everything goes well, we will walk all the way to Ogikubo Station, which is located about 6 kilometers this way to the west from my current location. So that's the plan for today, and also of course it's the last day of the year, so this will quite likely be my last stream of the year, unless I go crazy and decide to stream twice today for some stupid reason. Should never say never, but I don't think I will. I will, however, 100% certainly do a Patreon only stream later today. So if you are interested in joining me on that, there's still time to join my Patreon. Although I don't really recommend anyone to join me on Patreon today, because the way Patreon works is that it charges you when you join, and then it charges you on the first of every month. So if you join today, you will be charged today, and then you will be charged again tomorrow. So that's not really something I would advise you to do, even though it would be nice for me to get paid twice. But yeah, probably not so nice for you, so you shouldn't do that. Anyway, thank you for being here, and thank you for all the support you've been giving me throughout the year. It's crazy how I've been doing this for almost a year and a half now, and I still enjoy it so much, and there's still so many out there who enjoy joining me on my walks so much. It's really amazing. I have some pretty bold plans for tomorrow, for the coming year, that I will tell you about in the Patreon only stream, but the rest of you will also get to know it eventually. Thank you, Vidya Santoso, for the super chat. Let's see. So cold. I'm wearing gloves, which makes it a little bit difficult for me to navigate my second phone. But let's see what you are saying. So a chaser farewell to 2021. Your plans for tonight? So it will be a relatively quiet, not so spectacular evening for us. We went on a little trip yesterday, and we also spent some time with my wife's family the day before yesterday. So tonight we will probably just have a pretty quiet night at home. Mini Explorer, usually goes to bed around 9, and after taking care of her for the whole day, usually me and my wife tend to be quite tired as well, so we don't stay up much longer, but who knows, maybe we will push it and try to stay up until after midnight today. But yeah, no specific plans actually. We already had our toshikoshi soba, or the soba that you eat for like long life. We had that 2 days ago, and we will probably go visit a shrine sometime in the coming days, but not right after midnight tonight. So yeah, no clubbing for tea tonight. No clubbing. Thank you, Pilot Girl. Coffee o'clock, beer o'clock. It's up to you. Thank you. Yeah, I think some coffee will be needed later on this stream. Oh, there's a shrine here. Or is it a shrine? A temple? Maybe a temple. Let's check it out. Looks nice. And by the way, I didn't give you a proper weather update. It's currently only 6 degrees here, so quite cold. I took a shower just before leaving the house, and actually my hair hasn't dried properly yet, even though it took me an hour almost to get to the starting point of this walk. But my hair takes a long time to dry, so yeah, hope I won't catch a cold. I honestly don't have a clear plan for the exact route of this walk. I don't want to walk next to that big road all the time, so I will try to take smaller roads. That much I can say. Hulsanji Temple, that's the name of this place. Thank you, Yamaguchi-san. And also thank you all the 200 of you who are currently tuned in and watching. Oh, this looks like a nice kind of newer building. And as often with temples, there's a fairly big graveyard attached to it. Behind here. So yeah, basically today's route is all just following this big road, but as you know, I'm not a big fan of big roads, so I will try to take smaller side streets to get there instead. Like this one. This looks nice. Let's see what else are you saying in the chat here. Yeah, it is cold today, but at least there's some blue gaps here in the sky, so who knows, maybe things will clear up later today. Oh, thank you, Japanese Emi channel and hologram. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Some coffee money for you. Thank you. Thank you for the support and the kind words. Takematsu, your house's room temp was 7 degrees this morning. Yeah, it's funny, like when I look on Twitter, I see a lot of people posting about how cold it is now and people complaining about how cold Japanese houses are. That made me realize I'm kind of very lucky or fortunate, because the place we live in now, which is a building built, I think it was built like 2014, and it's actually not cold at all. It's like, I mean, of course we need to use aircon and heating, but it's not like all the other places I lived in Japan where basically you can see your own breath when it gets this cold. Our current place is more like Western standards. So that's really nice, actually. So not all Japanese houses are cold, but many are. I'm pretty sure that these are. But newer buildings often have like double pane windows and yeah, better insulation in general. So quite nice, but I've lived in many places where basically without any heating your inside temperature is the same as your outside temperature, meaning 7 degrees today. So I certainly have had my fair share of that experience as well. That's also one of the reasons why I generally prefer living in apartments rather than houses. Apartments tend to be better insulated here. Japanese, like, cheap houses are very poor in that regard. I think I'm heading the right direction. Shirakawa-san, it's a bit cloudy today. Yeah, it is. We've been blessed with such nice weather for a long time now, so I'm not so surprised that eventually can't have like sunshine every day constantly, even though I wouldn't mind. But will I step into Shibuya-ku briefly? Maybe, potentially. We're currently in Nakano-Kudo. But I think Shibuya-ku actually stretches to pretty close to Nakano-Sakaue. West Creek Tea. Hope you and your family has the best New Year, mate. Thank you. Yeah, we spent the last 2 days together. So today, I'm having a little bit of alone time, or not alone time. I'm with you guys, my 300 plus, or no, 286 virtual friends right now. So not alone time, but a little bit of a break from Mini Explorer. But I will head back to them later today, and we will spend the evening together at least. Looks like they're building something here. Also, let me bring up a map just to make sure that I'm not walking way too far off course, which I kind of am. A little bit. I should probably make a left here. Sorry, someone said something about coffee. I just briefly glanced at that comment, but I didn't really take it in. Let's see if I can scroll back. So back there you can see a little bit of the Shinjuku high-rise building still. We're still pretty close to Shinjuku. Have I had lunch today? I have not had lunch today. No, I have not. So expect me to get grumpier and grumpier and hungrier as this stream progresses. According to Google, it will take me about an hour to reach Ogikubo, but that's if I'm walking straight, which I'm not. So I think this stream will probably be more like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Coffee, possible coffee at Shin Nakano Honten. Thank you, Brad. I found your comment. So you'll have to guide me there once I get to Shin Nakano Station then, which is not too far away from here. Kissa Seikatsu is the coffee place. I see. Yeah, kissa means to pee in Swedish. So it's a bit funny word for us. When I first learned it, me and my Swedish classmates often made silly jokes involving that word. Oh, thank you, Garfield. Thank you, George. Get your own gloves. I did. I got my own gloves like 2 weeks ago, and then in one day I lost one of them. So that's why I'm still using my wife's. I'm still expecting that lost glove to magically appear next time I clean the house somewhere. So yeah. Lee Brandon, you came. Yeah, I've only been walking for 15 minutes, so you haven't really missed much. No beer time, that's right. Yeah, there's no fireworks in Japan at New Year's. That's not a thing here. In Japan, fireworks is more of a summer thing during the summer festivals. Not so much during the winter. Michael Sneer, thank you. Wishing you and the family a very happy new year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May 2022 be prosperous. Yes, I hope so too. And I hope that to all of my viewers as well. Kissa in Japanese means enjoy tea. Yeah, quite a different meaning compared to Swedish. Let me check them up again. I think we are actually, yeah, we're getting kind of close to Nakano. Ah, Lee Brandon Kremer, super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have you used the Note 20 Ultra or iPhone 11 for these streams? No, I'm using the S21 Ultra right now, and that has been my to-go phone for the last year, basically. I also have an iPhone 12 Pro Max, which I hoped when I bought it I was expecting to use this one for my streams, but it's yeah, iPhones are pretty useless for streaming according to from my experience. Well, in Swedish it's just the past tense. You enjoyed tea. That's right. That's right. Where does the New Year's live stream start? Yeah, that's a good question. I am planning and hoping to do a stream tomorrow morning, Japan time. We're gonna have lunch with my wife's family, so I think tomorrow's stream might start even earlier than today. But I don't know where. Maybe somewhere in the middle of the city, just to show you how quiet Tokyo is on New Year's Day. What about the Google phone? I tried it. You can check. I did some test streams with the Google Pixel.6, but it had the problem that the image was bobbing up and down a lot, and that made some of my viewers a bit seasick. So I returned that phone. I didn't keep it. You still use OnePlus? No, I don't. I use the Samsung and the iPhone now. So down here we have Nakano Station. I remember how quiet New Year's Day 2021 was. Yeah, I did a stream on New Year's Day this year, and it was pretty quiet indeed. It was still a nice stream though. It was an evening stream if I remember correctly. How about river walking next year? Yeah, I like river walks too, but I think actually I will stick to the train lines for now. I will try to do all the Tokyo Metro lines. I think that will be my first project, to just knock them all down one by one. And of course I also have the unfinished Daen Toshi line walk, which I hope to resume sometime in January or February, as soon as Rakuten builds out the network around there a little bit. So, let's see. The station is somewhere around here. This is Nakano Station. Ah, morning Yari. But yes, Yamaguchi-san, I agree. There's lots of really nice rivers in and around Tokyo, and I would love to do walks along those as well. maybe a bit later, like after the train lines, I will move on to rivers. Who knows? Let's see. I hope I didn't pass the exit, right? I think the exit is still a little bit further down this way. Patrick, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy New Year to T and everyone. Wish you have a fantastic year and let it be the end of COVID. Yes, let's really hope that the situation will improve in the coming year. I don't believe it will be an end to it, but at least better. Okay, Nakano Station, station number 5. So 4 more stops. 4 more stops to go. So let's see, someone said there should be some decent coffee place around here, right? I think it's still a little bit too early for coffee, to be honest. I think once we get to Koenji, we can probably find coffee. Koenji is not too far away from here. So, yeah. Hello, see lots of people are tuning in now, saying hello and good morning. Hello everybody, welcome again to what will most likely be the last live stream of 2021. A little bit of a shame that it's not a nicer day for the last stream of the year. Instead we're ending in this grey and cold and not too pleasant weather actually today. Why not walk the Rainbow Bridge again? Yeah, why not? I should do that. I want to do that. I would like to do that sunset stream across Rainbow Bridge that we've been talking about for quite some time now. Live stream of the Yurika Mome. I did already Yurika Mome. I did that in the beginning of this year. I walked the entire Yurika Mome, so you can find that stream. That's my longest stream ever, actually, in one go. Here's another entrance exit for Nakano Station. The Mario Kart track. You're right, there's a Mario Kart track called Rainbow. Is it Rainbow Road? Or is it Rainbow Bridge? No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's a pretty iconic, one of the most difficult tracks in the game, right? Haven't played Mario Kart in a long time. And the Samsung handle sunset stream, so we're looking at a 3-hour stream for that. 3 hours is generally fine. I think it can do 4 hours, but it looks like the app I'm currently using for my streams drains a little bit more battery. So 3 hours is more like the current maximum, I think. Unless I plug it in, of course, which is possible, but not ideal. Cafe Veloce, yeah, that's one of the worst Japanese coffee shop chains in my opinion. I'm not a big fan. Their seats are always very uncomfortable and coffee not so good, but it's very cheap. I think they charge less than 200 yen for a coffee. So at least they have that going for them. Shin means new. Yes, that's correct. And there's a lot of station that has the name Shin something something. Did Tokyo ever snow? Yes, it does. Not often, but it happens. Will you be purchasing eggs again for Furusato Nozei this year? Haha, that's a good question. Yeah. No, I will not, because my wife will do eggs this year. So I have to order something else, and I have to do it today actually. So that's one of the tasks. I haven't done it yet. So maybe I will do that after the stream. But yeah, we will have our eggs, or our need of eggs fulfilled thanks to my wife, so I will order something else. For a while I was thinking like it would be fun to do like various sake, because sake is quite common for this Furusato Nozei thing. You can order sake. So do a bunch of different sake from all over Japan, and then do a YouTube video where I have a sake tasting. Let's walk down this way. I don't want to walk along the big roads all the time, so let's go down one block and then turn left. So for those of you who don't know what Furusato Nozei is, it's this kind of interesting system they have in Japan where you basically donate a portion of your residence tax to another part of Japan, so not the one where you live, which is where you usually pay your residence tax. So you can donate a percentage of your residence tax to a different part of Japan, and in exchange they will send you a gift. So what I did last year was, I think I donated 60,000 yen, which is about $500-600, and in exchange I got a delivery of 18 organic eggs sent home from that part of Japan every month. So that was quite nice. It's a pretty neat system, yeah, considering that a lot of people move to the big cities. It's kind of one way to kind of balance out the tax revenues, I guess. And I like the fact that we actually get something in return. So basically the amount I donated was deducted from the tax I had to pay here in my place of residence. So, interesting system. And it's only, the gifts aren't allowed to be worth too much. I think they can only be worth like a third or a quarter of the amount you actually donate. So otherwise I think $500 for a couple of eggs would be quite expensive. But considering that it's money that I would have paid and gotten nothing tangible in return for them otherwise, it's a kind of neat little thing to do. Ah, I found a park. I found a park with a sadness level of, I think I would rate this sadness level of 2 maybe. It looks quite sad now just because the sun isn't out, but if it was sunny, I mean, it has trees, it has greenery, it has a playground, it has benches. It's not too sad. It's not too sad. Ah, Tokyo Paul in the house. Or maybe you've been in the house for a while. Yeah, I think you have. Hope to catch up with you again next year. Sadness. Yeah, not so sad. Wait, I guess 5 should be maximum sadness, right? And 1 should be no sadness at all. So in that case, yeah, I think 2 was appropriate for that park. These streets are very narrow and quite, not too maze-like. Where are we now? I don't think it shows. I like that park sadness scale. Yeah. Up again. Okay, we are quickly approaching. Is that Higashi-Koenji? Yes, it is Higashi-Koenji. We're quickly approaching Higashi-Koenji. And there's a park next to Higashi-Koenji Station too, which I kind of like. It's not very sad at all. Yeah, during this walk I will pass several areas which has been my home actually. I once had a place near Higashi-Koenji Station where I lived for not that long, less than a year. The place that I think I mentioned on some streams before, where I had slugs in the bathroom, or slugs in the shower. That's why I moved out, and that building doesn't even remain anymore. So it was torn down shortly after I left that place. Then I've also lived in Nakano, and I've also lived close to Asagaya, which we will also pass on today's walk. That was a very kind of pointless detour I took to get away from this big road. Anyway.交通マネーでもスーパーチャットできるシステムあればと良いと思いました。そうですね、あればよかったね。残念ながらそれはGoogle はまだ対応してないですね。So quite wow. Yeah, I don't know what's quite wow, but so I think I want to cross here because that park I mentioned next to Higashi-Koenji Station is just a little bit further down here, but on this side of the road. Can you do a mochi tasting? No. I'm not so fond of mochi, to be honest. I don't know. I find it a quite bland snack, to be honest. So doing a tasting doesn't sound too tempting. Thank you, YL, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. As always, keep mentioning this, but it's worth to keep mentioning. It is the super chats and the support from my viewers that keeps this channel going. There's no way I could be walking this often and spend this much time on this channel if it wasn't for the support that I get from a handful of my viewers. So either here through the super chats or also of course the heroes who support me through Patreon. So thank you very much for the support in 2021, and I really hope that you will stay with me and keep supporting me in 2022. Yeah, I guess I should have made better use of those slugs in the shower. It's a steady stream of free nutrition if you take care of it properly, I guess. But yeah, I don't know how to cook them, how to make them tasty. But yeah, that place was by far the crappiest of all the places I've ever lived in Japan. It was a tiny little apartment, far from the station, super cold in the winter. It was basically like holes in the walls here and there, so you could really feel the cold on a day like this. Yeah, even if you had the heater on, it was like so much air coming in from the outside, so it was really difficult and expensive to keep it warm. And then we had the slug problem, which I guess started appearing in the spring or early summer, and then I left that place. So it's an interesting experience. It's a good story to tell you now, but I certainly wouldn't want to live in a place like that ever again. Also, the internet there was crap. It was hardly possible to watch YouTube videos. It was one of these like foreigner friendly apartments which I could move into without much hassle, and at the time of picking it I thought it would be nice to kind of live in a more try the kind of more older authentic Japanese lifestyle, but yeah, that was compromising a little bit too much on my quality standards, I think. So here is Higashikoenji Station anyway. So the second station we're passing today, or well, third if you count the starting station. We have an exit over here as well. Some of you might remember this park. I've actually passed it on a few streams, or at least one stream before. So Higashikoenji Station here. So we are currently down here. So let me do a quick tour through the park just to absorb the nostalgia of being here again. Slugs are better than surströmming. Yeah, I do agree with that. It would be horrible to have surströmming appearing in my shower. At least slugs aren't smelly. Surströmming is awful. So I'm going to strangle someone with these gloves. Yes. At least they have good like kind of touch. This band here, this seam here, makes it possible to operate the smartphone with them. So, and they're quite warm and comfortable actually. Sanshinomori Koen, which means the Silk Thread Park. Thank you, Yamaguchi-san, for the heads up. It's a nice little park. Do you ever come here? Do you ever drink beer here? It's not really a drink beer in the park kind of day today, but when it is, it's this park is very nice for beer drinking. What I like about it is that there's a lawn over here, and then there's also a nice little pond and a little, I think, artificial stream where there's usually a bunch of kids playing on hot summer days. So yeah. It's very nice in the summer. Obviously, a day like this makes most parks look pretty sad. But I think if I were to rate this, then I would say this would only get a 1 on the sadness scale. In good weather conditions, of course. On a day like today, basically any park would get close to the highest rating. It's windy too, which doesn't help. And the place I lived was like, yeah, 10 to 15 minutes walk down this way. So I passed through this park every time I took the train somewhere. In general, I've always enjoyed living in these areas actually, close to the Chuo line, which is just a little bit further up north from my current location. All these neighborhoods around here are very nice. I love that fall. Yeah, it's a nice little waterfall. Okay. And then now we just have to walk a little bit further, and then we will be close to Shin-Koenji Station, where we have one of the shopping streets in Koenji. So that's a pretty good place for getting coffee, I think. Koenji has lots of nice shops. Anyone else going to have a very sober New Year's too? I think my New Year's will be quite sober. I might have like a beer or even some sake at home tonight. But just a very small amount in that case. Most likely I won't. I rarely drink at home. So here's, yeah, this is the Kannanadori. Thank you, Yamaguchi-san. This is one of the main big roads in Tokyo. And really at the end of this, you can actually see the Chuo line trains passing in the distance. So up there we have Nakano and Koenji stations, and down this way I think we would eventually get down to Sangenjaya. Isn't that correct? Sangenjaya, and then I think even further we would get down to Yoga, which is not so far from where I live. Sapporo, Hokkaido, Hokkaido! Sapporo, Hokkaido! Miso noodles. Interesting. Oh, this is the delicious flavor what I have been seeking out. Hokkaido. Is there a playground under that thing? No, I don't think there's a playground under this road, this elevated road here. That would be like the height of sadness if there were. Is that a typo? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. Warm noodles sound good on a day like this. It does. I totally agree. It is. I'm looking forward. I'm already starting to look forward to my lunch after this stream. Thank you, Day Myr. Or Day is your name. Myr is the currency. Happy New Year. Thanks for streaming. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate it. You can walk home from Ogikubo. Oh, I will certainly not walk home. I could, but I don't want. That would take me probably like 3 hours to walk home from here. In this weather, no. There might be like some bus I could take to get down to like Sangenjaya area, which could actually be quicker than taking a train. Who knows? But buses are not very convenient, so even if the train takes a little bit longer, I prefer to take the train, especially today because the trains are super empty. Basically, most people aren't going out on a day like today for the New Year's. This looks like a cute little cafe. They're open. Oh, very cheap cakes and coffee. Nice, but no. Would be fun to show a bus trip. Actually, I have a few bus trip videos on my channel as well. There's one bus trip video I shot. Where was that? From Musashi Kosugi in Kawasaki. Long time ago, before I started doing live streams. Ah, yeah, this place. I remember this. This is like the big bus depot. But look at these. I wonder if these are like apartments for the staff. Oh. Ah. Suga さん。今年も素晴らしい配信ありがとう。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。どうもどうも。So here's actually a map of the bus network around here. It's pretty well connected by bus. So we are somewhere around here. Higashi Koenji, Shin Nakano. We are somewhere in this area. So there's buses to Shinjuku, Takadanobaba, all the way to Oji up in the north of Tokyo, and even to Shinagawa? No, Shinagawa you have to change in Shinjuku. But from here, yeah, Shindaita, Shibuya. Right, there's a bus between Asagaya and Shibuya actually, which I've taken a couple of times. It takes a really long time. But that bus used to run pretty late at night, so sometimes when I was living in Asagaya, I, on a couple of occasions, had to take that bus home after being out drinking in Shibuya. Looking for his next victim on the map, yes! I don't know, there's just something with this weather that makes everything feel kind of miserable and sad right now, which is a good way to end the year, I think. You should end. If you end it on a bad note, then things will most likely just get better next year. Suginami-Shako. I see. Thank you. Oh, we're already at Shinkoenji Station. I forgot how very close the stations are to each other here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a metro sign over there. So that's Shinkoenji Station. And yeah, if we go straight down here, we will get to JR Nakano Station. There used to be a really nice cafe down on this street, but I think they closed. But a place where it was very like friendly for sitting there for hours working on your laptop, and they had really nice lunch menus as well. Like they had good like tuna and avocado rice bowls, which I often had. So, Shinkoenji Station, Marunouchi line stop number 3. So only 2 more stations. We will be at the end. So the walk will complete before 1:30. Maybe. In this weather I kind of don't feel like slowing it down too much actually. But I think I will turn here and walk on some of the side streets for a little while, because there's many nice back streets here in Koenji, and hopefully I can get a coffee somewhere as well. Mr. Miyazaki, akemashite omedetou. You too. Hope you're having a good time. Hope 2022 will be kind to you and all my other viewers as well. Cross here. Also, if you're one of my Patreon supporters, you can already start thinking about which train line you would like me to walk next, because that's something I want to talk about on my upcoming Patreon stream later today, to hear your opinions and ideas if you have any requests. So this is the shopping street here in Koenji, which is a very nice street. I like this area, especially at night, and also especially during the Awaodori festival, which is this big dance event that takes place around here. Unfortunately, I think it has been cancelled for the last couple of years due to the pandemic. Not sure though, but pretty sure they should have cancelled it, because there's usually the biggest Awaodori festival in all of Tokyo happens here in Koenji, and I think there's like over 1 million people usually come to watch. So these streets are crazy packed. Maybe all the nice coffee shops could be closed on a day like today, actually. Quite likely they are. I see a lot of places that are pretty dead. DDR event? No, unfortunately not. Oh, they built a new mansion here. I guess this is these are apartments, and then there will be some shop down here. But it's not even completed yet. Yeah, it looks, unfortunately, it looks like all the good coffee shops are closed today. We passed a few already. Ah yes, Yamaguchi-san, there's a really nice Kissaten down here. That is right. I've never been to that one actually. But Kissaten is also usually not, they usually don't do takeout. And it looks like it's closed. Yeah, it's this building over here. It's closed. Maybe on a day like this I'm also forced to resort to some sad, or not so sad, but like convenient coffee. This place looks like it's open on the second floor here, Lightside Cafe, but it's more like a lunch place. Probably not the place to go for a good cup of coffee. No. Let's continue. Let's continue to the west. And maybe, yeah, accept the reality, and I will just have a cafe latte at the convenience store. That's interesting. Cafe, gallery and rental space, Okidoki. Good name. Good name. Maybe I should have an exhibition there sometime. Coffee's not allowed on the last day of the year. No, apparently not. Apparently getting a decent cup of coffee on the 31st of December is a bit of a challenge here. Well, thank God for the convenience stores then. Should we do without them? Yeah, the coffee shops deserve a bit of a rest, I guess. They're working hard all through the year, so everybody deserves a bit of rest. And considering how quiet the streets are, I mean, who's to blame, right? It would probably not be a good decision business-wise to stay open on a day like today. If I want to stick with this whole sadness kind of vibe of today's walk, I could just make it really sad and just grab a vending machine coffee. That's like, that I think is quite sad too. Should I do that? Should I get the Sekaiichi no barista? Like best barista in the world. 130 yen. Yeah, let's get this. At least it's hot. Okay. Let's sad coffee. Rate some of the vending machines coffee. Yeah. Oh, is this Sento? I think it is an old Sento. Bentenyu. Zempuki, or no, sorry, I can't pronounce that name. Zempukuji River Green Place. I know that I really love that place actually. That's one of my favorite park and green spaces in all of Tokyo. And I've been thinking about walking there sometime. I won't do it today, not in this weather, but definitely some other time. Maybe we can meet for a beer around there sometime next year. Yamaguchi-san, that would be nice. So let's see, let me open this coffee. Oh, it's easier said than done when you're having killer. Oh, hello. Oh, really? Oh, really? Really? Oops, 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 oops. I have to hide. My gimbal is going crazy. I'm doing accidental face reveal. What's happening with my gimbal? My gimbal is broken.
No, I see your channel.
Oh, really?
So I'm the work in Tokyo too.
Oh, really?
Let me maybe next time we
Let me just
have
wait.
a coffee.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Sorry.
You go to Ogikubo, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I am. Sorry, I have a major gimbal failure here. Let's see. Let's see. Does it work now? There we go. Okay.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, thank you.
Here's mine.
Oh, thank you very much.
Use GoPro.
Oh, okay. So you're shooting from the. Can I shoot? Can I shoot you?
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm from Tokyo Wapake channel. Yeah.
So if you wanna check out his videos,
That's
it's here.
my home in Nakano. And you go through the spark, right?
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah, people often ask me like, "Oh, can you shoot video bicycle videos?"
And what videos too? I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. This is interesting setup. And then you use this to kind of get rid of the wind noise, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We invest it.
Interesting.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. Let's catch up. Let's grab a coffee sometime.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye. Nice meeting you.
See you.
Okay. That was funny. I had a total gimbal failure and bumped into another streamer at the same time in this very kind of random location. No, that was not Virtual Japan. Different one. I think I just need to get my little tripod up. I still haven't managed to open my coffee. Yeah, gimbal protested. No, it's not Virtual Japan. This was a different one. Okay, finally I managed to open this thing. Collaboration with another YouTuber. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen next year? Who knows? He seemed like a nice guy though. I hope he's not one of those focusing a lot on just filming girls on the street. There's a community of Japan YouTube streamers. Yeah. There's quite a lot of us. There are. So this, right, I didn't say much about this coffee. Because it tastes, to me, like all the canned coffees taste the same. And they're not very good. They're like emergency use only to me. It can be nice to have one when you're like stranded in the countryside or somewhere where there's no other means of getting a coffee. Then I'm sometimes happy for them. But other than that, yeah, not too fond of canned coffee. Fuglen Coffee is open today. Oh, really? The one in Shibuya? It's a little bit far from here. Any ETA for Patreon only stream? No! I mean, I need to finish this walk, right? And then I'm probably gonna grab lunch, sit down somewhere, warm up a little bit, but maybe... What time is it now? 12:38. Maybe a little bit later in the afternoon here, Japan time. So maybe around 3 or something like that. Many people use Line Messenger. Yeah, that's the most, I think the most common app to keep in touch with your friends and family in Japan. A lot of people use it. Let's go this way. Fuglen opened a new cafe in Umegaoka. Oh, really? I did not know that. Huh, Umegaoka. They also have one near Noborito. They seem to like the Odakyu line. Cold weather makes my nose a bit runny as well. So let me check the map. Where am I? I'm lost and confused. Looks like I am getting closer and closer to Minami-Asagaya Station. Great, because that's kind of where I want to be. Walk this direction, man. Yes. Looks like I should. This way and then make a left. It's so quiet today. Yeah. Well, residential areas are always quiet, but even the stations, the areas around the stations are pretty quiet too. Garfield, you're so obsessed about my gloves. Yeah, nice hot ramen. I think I will have ramen tonight, or not tonight, after this stream. I think I will try to find some ramen in Ogikubo. Feels like a place where you can find decent ramen. There's lots of nice little restaurants there. What a cute house. Oh, Fuglen Hanegi-koen. Oh, I really like Hanegi-koen too. It's another very nice park. So if they have a branch next to that park, that's super nice actually. I should go there. Do houses have a rotating pad for vehicles? I'm not sure. Not sure if they have. I don't know what that is. A rotating pad for vehicles. I don't think so. I don't think that's something common here. Ramlak will be doing his first live stream. Really? He's been live streaming a lot though. I don't think it's his first live stream. Will Yamaguchi-san be your guest companion again eventually? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? That's certainly not impossible. Ah, Fuglen is at the south entrance of the park. Nice. I really need to check that out at some point. My wife likes Fuglen too, because they sometimes have good cinnamon buns. So it shouldn't be too difficult to come in there to join me. Maybe this way. I am kind of trying to find my way back to the main road again. Oh. No, I think we're good. For a moment it looked like I was heading towards a dead end here, but it's not. It's not. I love the waffles too. Yeah, that's right. They have proper Norwegian waffles with brunost, the kind of traditional Norwegian cheese, which has a pretty distinct flavor. It's really good with waffles. Okay, Mr. Miyazaki, I hope you can join me a bit later today. That's Patreon only stream. This is a pretty sad park, if it even qualifies as a park. It gets bonus points for being surrounded by local low-rise buildings. Like if I lived here, I wouldn't really have any problems to take my daughter out to play on that swing. But I don't know. I just think that parks and playgrounds needs, I don't know, some greenery, some plants. I don't know if that even qualifies as a park. My guess is that we're currently walking on top of a river. Not sure, but that's my guess. There's a lot of covered up rivers around in Tokyo, and they tend to look like this. So here we have another swing. Another swing. The park needs a therapist. So we're an hour and 14 minutes into this stream, and we're at Minami-Asagaya Station. It should be just down the road here. Then a little bit further and we will be at Ogikubo, where the adventure will end. So I think my estimate of 90 minutes was quite accurate. Quite accurate. Yeah, 10 more to 500 viewers, but it's cold and unpleasant. So I don't feel like making this stream much longer than it has to be, unfortunately. Yeah, no cars were allowed on that little street that I thought was a covered up river. It's a very sad live stream. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a pretty sad live stream today. I'm still enjoying it though. Don't get me wrong. I think there can be something beautiful about sadness from time to time. So I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the fact that this weather kind of, it's like a wet blanket on top of Tokyo right now. Ah, Peter Charles, thank you so much. Here's the gloves of waffles and brunost. Thank you so much. 明けましておめでとうございます。ありがとう。こちらこそありがとう。こちらこそ明けましておめでとうございます。Thanks for the support. You won't enjoy beer time either today, Yamaguchi-san. Yeah, is it too cold? Or why is that? Basically, yeah, I keep saying this is kind of a sad day by Tokyo weather standards, but this, by Swedish weather standards, this would be kind of a average to good winter day, because at least there are some pockets of blue sky up there and you can see a little bit of sunlight shining through from time to time. Here's the Asagaya Shotengai down this way, but first the station is down here, so we need to go there. The weather is sad, but not the stream. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think you're right. Remember, is this the ward office maybe? Asagaya Kuyakusho? No, not Asagaya. Suginami Kuyakusho kana? I think so. It looks like it could be the ward office. Jenny, more ramen funds. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, okay. Suginami, I was right. Suginami City Assembly. Suginami City Office, it says. So here's the station. Here's the station number 2 of the Metro Marunouchi line. So we walked all the way from number 25 in Ikebukuro all the way to Minami-Asagaya Station, number 2. Just one stop left. Just one stop left, and that's at Ogikubo Station. We have a map here. Let's see if we can. We can't really see that much, right? We're here, Asagaya is here, west is this way. So yeah, a little bit down here is my endpoint. And here's the nice river and park that Yamaguchi-san told me about. I really like that place. Maybe we can meet up there in the spring under the cherry blossom trees and drink some beers. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That is such a nice park. But I don't think it's not that great this time of the year. So let me think. Yeah, I will go down this way. I will walk down to the JR Asagaya Station, which is just a little bit further down this road. anything will happen tonight. New Year's in Japan is a pretty kind of low-key event. Most people are just home with their families, or if they do something, let's just wait until this ambulance pass. Yeah, people are usually at home with their family, and if they go out, it's to go to the shrine just after midnight. But it's not like a big party night or anything like that. Ooh, Koku Ichiban. Nice plate with some extra spicy curry would also make a pretty good lunch on a day like today. And it's been a long time since my last visit to Koku Ichiban. They're like, I think, one of my favorite Japanese fast food chains, actually. Right, goodbye year bells. That's right, that's at the, it's also at the shrines, right? Or temples? How far are you from the main city area? So where I started today's stream an hour and 22 minutes ago, that was just slightly west of Shinjuku, which is one of the busiest areas in Tokyo. So in terms of kilometers, I would say I'm probably about 6-7 kilometers away, maybe. Should we just, no, it just turned red. Otherwise I could have walked this Shoten guy. Never mind. So yeah, I'm not terribly far from central Tokyo. There's a cake shop which is open. Kokuichi's curry is delicious. Yes, it is. There's something about their secret spice that they use that just gives it a distinct Kokuichi flavor, which is indeed very, very tasty. What's Tokyo like without tourists? It's different. It's been quite nice in some respects, I think, because parts of Tokyo was a little bit too overcrowded with tourists before the pandemic. But I don't know, now I kind of miss it. This pandemic has been going on for so long, and also I used to make a big chunk of my monthly income thanks to tourists, which has been erased, and I am kind of looking forward to that to come back. But also, without the pandemic, I don't think it's very likely that we would have been on a walk right now. I don't think I would have started this channel if it wasn't for the pandemic. Did I join any Bonenkai? No. I don't think I have been to any Bonenkai this year, no. What's my maximum spice level at Kokuichi? I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who tries to max out the spiciness level because I think it's cool. I think 2 or 3, something like that. Not that much. But I do like to add a little bit of spiciness compared to their standard level, because the standard spiciness level here in Japan is generally always very low. I'm exactly 7 kilometers from Tokyo Station. That can't be correct. That sounds way too close. Are you sure? Maybe 7 kilometers away from Shinjuku Station. But I really don't believe that I'm just 7 kilometers away from Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station should be further away. So here's the JR Asagaya Station. So I will continue west a little bit further. That will take us to Ogikubo Station and the end of today's walk. So according to Google Maps, it's 13 kilometers to Tokyo Station, and to Shinjuku Station I think 7 sounds reasonable. Let's see. Yeah, 6.5 to Shinjuku. These streets are also quite lovely at night. Oh, I didn't take any photos on today's walk at all. That's very unlike me. The epic Chuo Line walk returns. I am kind of tempted to do that again. I really enjoy that one. But it feels like kind of a bit of a waste to do to repeat it, as long as I have so many train lines that I still haven't walked. Maybe once I complete all the metro lines, then I can celebrate by going on another Chuo Line walk. Let's go down this way again. Yeah, hasn't been much photogenic today. That's right. That's right. Most shops are closed, yeah. Most, but not all. Let's say maybe 60-70% of the shops are closed today. Smile Hotel Asagaya. My mom once stayed here when she was visiting me in Tokyo. Chuo Line walk, but in the reverse direction. Yeah, or maybe just continue. I just walked to Takao, but Chuo Line is actually much longer than that. So maybe I should just continue. Walk all the way to like Kofu in Yamanashi. But yeah, doing it the other way around is also not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Due to the holiday break, yeah. usually over New Year's. Most shops are closed and most people are off. Even most ATMs are closed during the New Year's holiday. Most of the ATMs belonging to Japanese banks are closed because ATMs needs some time off as well, you know. No, that can be a real problem though. But the ATMs at the convenience stores, most of them works. Tokyo Metro should do a collab with Tokyo Explorer. Yeah, I think so too. They're still running that Find Your Tokyo campaign actually. I saw it today. It would be nice. It would be nice to do some collaboration with a train company. Absolutely. If anyone is watching, working for a train company in Japan, feel free to reach out to me. Bitcoin solves ATM issue, always open. Yeah, good luck buying a vending machine coffee with Bitcoin. Little people inside the ATMs need a holiday too. Indeed, indeed they do. The very, very tiny people working inside the ATMs, they do need a holiday. Just like the rest of us. In Japan always warn people in advance to dispense enough cash. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of silly that they need to do that in the year 2021. Let's see, looks like I have to pass to the other side of the train tracks in order to continue here. Oh, it's cold. It's cold and I'm hungry. I'm looking forward to ending this stream soon. Many people inside the vending machines, they need a holiday too. Yeah, of course. Poor them, actually. They don't get any time off. The Chugo Honsen is just from Tokyo Station to Nagoya Station. I don't know if I would say that's just. That's a pretty long distance. I should walk it all. That would be so much fun, actually. I would love to do that. She's grumpy and hungry. Yeah, I am. I'm hangry. Hungry and angry. What's the temperature? Temperature is currently 6 degrees. Yeah, 6 degrees. People always ask about KFC. I hate KFC. I never eat there. I would never. I find it insulting that people think that I would consider doing something as disgusting. Definitely you need a lunch before streaming. Yeah, see, that's how grumpy and angry I am. Just because I didn't have lunch yet. Oh, that looked like the Asuza train, which goes all the way to Matsumoto. time will you stream again tonight? I will not stream again tonight. I will do a Patreon only stream in a couple of hours, but that's it. What's the longest stream I've ever done? It's the Yurika Mome stream that I did I think about a year ago, or like maybe early spring. Let's see, here's the train tracks, so let's hope I can. I think I've only had KFC once. That was in Berlin with some friends when I was like in my lower 20s. They and I thought it would be fun to order like one of these big buckets they have and just see how much we could eat. And yeah, since then I've never wanted to go back there again. I think we might have Ogikubo just a little bit further down this way. Jangalang, thank you. More lunch funds. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I already broke 81k subs. Yay! Nice. Actually, my growth has like decreased a lot in the last couple of months. I used to get like a couple of hundred new subscribers every day, but then something happened, and now I just get like, I don't know, less than 100. Should eat curry soba at Kokuichi. Yeah, curry soba. I don't know. Soba is also one of these things, just like espresso. It needs to be kind of made by someone who's skilled at it in order to taste good. Like those cheap soba restaurants, and also a place like Kokuichi, which is like a fast food chain. I am skeptical to how good soba would taste there. Happened? I don't know. Or I have a hunch. I used to get a lot of subscribers and also a lot of views from Brazil for a couple of months, because one of my videos, the walking video from Copenhagen, was super popular in Brazil for some reason, and then that suddenly stopped. So it hasn't really affected the number of views or anything when it comes to my streams, but yeah, the number of subscribers has decreased a lot. But then subscribers are kind of pointless anyway, because they don't mean anything. You know, I have 81,000 subscribers, but most of my streams aren't even watched like not even 10,000 times. So I don't know. I feel that a lot of people just subscribe to a bunch of channels and then they never really bother checking them again. And unless they show interest, then the algorithm won't promote those channels' videos anyway. They used your video on a news station in Texas. Really? Are you sure? In that case, I would like to know what station that might have been, because I haven't, as far as I know, I haven't given any permission for them to use my video. Do you eat toshikoshi soba noodles? Yes, we had it 2 days ago. And we will probably have soba tonight again, actually, at home. I like soba a lot, but I'm a bit picky. I don't know. I'm skeptical that the news organization would just steal a video like that. And I mean, there's a ton of people shooting videos from Tokyo, and I'm sure there's people also putting it up on like stock video websites. So my guess is that that clip did not come from me, but from someone else. You have to have Toshikoshi Soba on the 31st of December. Well, we like to bend the rules a little bit in our family. We're not so strict about things. Pretty sure news outlets pull video from the web all the time without permission. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe in some countries, but in the countries where I lived and work, then yeah, media companies are pretty aware of what they can and cannot do, and creators would have a pretty strong legal case against them if they found out that they've used their material without permission. It has happened to me a couple of times, but not with video, but with photography. I've had some cases of image theft, but I usually send an invoice, and I've always been paid. And in most cases I've gotten an apologetic letter back with some excuse saying that it was made by an intern or something like that. But it's rare. It's pretty rare. I think in this age of social media, the rules has changed a little bit. And I do think that there are some media that kind of use photos from Instagram without asking first, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, most serious media outlets still follow the rules, in my impression. So we are close now to Ogikubo. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Did Japan have any mobile phone brands of its own? Yeah. Sony, Sharp, is still quite popular, and so is Fujitsu. And Kyocera as well, I think, still make phones. So there's a few brands, but most of those phones are only sold in Japan. Almost done, yes. We're almost done. I get contacted every now and then by TV stations who want to use my videos. That happens every now and then, actually. But I don't know. Usually it's just too much hassle and too little money for me to feel that it's worth it. It's one thing if they ask me to shoot something for them, then it can be a bit more worth it, in my opinion. This is a nice little mini old Shotengai. I think this around here could very well be the thumbnail for today's walk. Although it looks a bit sad with all these shops that are closed. I think on a regular day I'm pretty sure this... Oh look! Oh wait, I know this place! I've been here! I've been to this Kisaten. It's 2 floors. It's super old. Yeah, it's been 67 years. And they have lots of vinyl records and also lots of old manga in here. This is a great place, actually. I would like to go here again. The owner was a very lovely old lady. I would love to come back there. Too bad it's not open today. Okay, let's find the last station on the Marunouchi line and wave a goodbye and have some ramen. Tokyo Walk, yeah, let's go there for a coffee sometime. That would be nice. Let's do it. If you're on Twitter, maybe you can add me there and we can stay in touch. Either Twitter or Instagram. The links are in my video description. And also that applies to everybody. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, consider doing so. Marunouchi line, go straight, it says. Wonder if we can go through here. Yeah, I just passed 500 followers on Twitter, so that was nice. It took me like, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I'm really enjoying sharing photos on Twitter, so please follow me there if you haven't already. One on the Marunouchi line. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. Oh, here's a good map where we can kind of review the walk we took. So I started a few days ago up here in Ikebukuro. Then we walked all the way through central Tokyo. First episode ended here in Awaji-cho. Then continued. Next episode ended at Kokkaigi-jiro Mae. And this episode after that took me all the way to Doko? Nakano-Sakaue, I think. Did I do Kokkaigi-jiro? Yeah, I think I did. Then I did the branch line. And then now today we did this last little stretch here. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure. It's been great. Thank you so much for the support in 2021. And I look forward to walking many more times with you in 2022. I also look forward to Patreon only stream in a couple of hours once I've had my lunch and a bit of rest, and yeah. So I will post on Patreon the exact time of the Patreon only stream as soon as I know. But yeah, that's it for today. That's it for this year. Thank you so much and see you next time. お疲れ様です。Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Heido. This is またね. Auf Wiedersehen and all that. Bye bye.